So I want you to have a look at this particular video which was generated by Sora 2.
Guys, I just started using this serum and wow, my skin feels so hydrated. A couple drops is all I need. It sinks in so fast and leaves everything plump and fresh.
I had only provided this particular product's image and it was able to create this entire UGC ad on its own. Even the voiceovers you were hearing on the background were generated by Sora 2. Sora 2 is going to change marketing forever, especially social media marketing. So for those of you who don't know what Sora 2 is, so it is a video generation model by OpenAI which lets you create high quality production ready videos with just text or image prompts. It was launched on September 30th officially by OpenAI, and they've clearly mentioned in their release notes that Sora 2 is their latest video generation model which is more physically accurate, realistic and more controllable than the prior systems. So if you scroll down through the page, you will be able to see the different types of videos that Sora can now generate. But the one that caught my eye was that now it can even mimic or copy humans. So as you can see here, you can also directly inject elements of the real world into Sora 2. For example, by observing a video of one of our teammates, the model can insert them into any Sora generated environment, which you can clearly see on the screen. Even with Google's Veo 3, which was recently launched, we were able to generate audio, but the ability to inject these different objects, for example, our products or let's say our team members inside of the video is what sets this apart. And recently in the OpenAI Dev Day, which was held a couple of days ago, along with all the other product announcements, they also announced that Sora 2 is now available in the API. And that means that now Sora 2 can be automated. With the original Sora model, it never came out in the API, which meant we could only go onto their app and generate the videos. There was no way we could generate mass videos in an automated manner. But now with the API, we can create automations that just take our product images, create the final prompt, create the final video, and drop it inside our Google Drive. I have created this simple automation on n8n without writing a single line of code, and now it allows me to just fill out this form with my product image and maybe a couple of notes, and after that I get videos like these delivered right inside my Google Drive. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this amazing powerful automation from the start till the very end. Even if you have never created an automation before, you will still be able to set up this system if you watch this video to the very end. Quick thing before we start building. If you're automating UGC ad creation at scale, then generating the videos is one thing, but making them actually work on different platforms is another. I would highly recommend checking out HubSpot's short form video guide. It breaks down exactly what works on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and LinkedIn. You will get platform-specific strategies, hook templates, and video frameworks that turn your videos into high-performing content that actually engages audiences and drives results. My personal favorite is the 3-second hook formula section. Some really solid insights in there. This resource was made by HubSpot Media, who is also sponsoring this video. The link to the guide is in the description below. Do check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Let's quickly understand the pricing, the performance, the rate limits for this particular model. So as we can see clearly, the performance is quite high, but the speed is low. Firstly, let's talk about the pricing. So right now we can see that it costs you about $0.10 per second of the video you generate with Sora. Which means if you're creating a video with a duration of 10 seconds, then you will end up spending $1 for the video as well as the audio generation. Now, along with Sora 2, they've also launched Sora 2 Pro, which is even better, but the pricing here is $0.30. I am going to focus more on Sora 2 in this particular video, but if you need even better videos, you can easily switch to Sora 2 Pro in the same automation. Now, talking about the inputs and the outputs. The first type of input here is text, which is just normal prompting that please generate a video of a cat. The second input is image, which means you can pass the image of an object, for instance, your product, and it will make sure to include that product inside your video. You can even pass in your logos, you can pass in images of your teammates or yourself if you want to include yourself in that particular video. And if we talk about the output, it is restricted to video and audio, which means a video file which has an audio. For the API, the only endpoint available is v1/videos. We're going to see how we can use it later in the video. Let me also quickly talk about the rate limits. So the rate limit has been divided based on the tier you're operating on. So OpenAI differentiates different accounts based on how much they're spending on the platform. So let's say you've just started with your OpenAI journey, then you might be on the tier 1. And in that case, you will be able to send only 2 requests per minute. If you're on a higher tier level, maybe you're able to send even 10 requests per minute. I will let you know how you can check your tier level when you will be creating the OpenAI account. But for now, even if you're on the tier 1, you don't really have to worry because we will take care of all of this inside our automation. Again, it's up to you if you want to use Sora 2 or Sora 2 Pro. Again, this is more advanced for synced audio video generation, but the price is higher. But you will be easily able to switch between them inside the automation. I will let you know how you can do that. So if you're ready, let's get started. And yes, before we get started, a quick introduction about myself. So hello everybody, my name is Yashika Jain. I am the founder of Automates AI. I have been in the AI automation space for a little over 2 years now, and our focus is to automate businesses with AI. We set up AI agents, AI workflows, AI voice agents for businesses that helps them save a ton of time and a ton of money. We literally help them scale with AI. So if you're interested, then the link to our website is in the description below. Apart from that, I also consult one-on-one. So if someone's looking for technical help for some advice, then the link to my consultation calendar is in the description below. Don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn as well as Twitter for some exclusive content. If you want to keep seeing more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure to turn on the bell icon. I won't ask you to like the video until and unless you have seen the results. So let's get back into the video and let's build this amazing automation. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create an account on OpenAI.com. I will put the link to the website in the description below. After that, all you have to do is click on login and then head over to the API platform. Please don't confuse this with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like a child product of OpenAI, which is the parent company, and both of these products are different, the API as well as ChatGPT in itself. So again, click on API platform. After that, it's going to either ask you to create an account if you don't have one. Again, this is different from ChatGPT. And if you already have one, just log in. After that, head over to the settings. Now, inside the general settings, you will be able to spot verifications. It's basically needed to verify your organization to access these different protected models. For example, GPT Image API. While verification might not be needed in all cases, I'm just letting you know that this is the place where you can verify your account just in case it asks you to verify it while you're creating the automation. After that, head over to billing. Now here you will have to add some credit balance using which the videos will be generated. And not only the videos, any sort of API usage that you do with OpenAI, it can be for text generation, it can be for image analysis, will be deducted from this balance. So just make sure to have about $5-10 and you should be fine. After that, head over to the limits and scroll to the very bottom. Now this is the exact place where you will be able to see your current tier. For example, for my YouTube content OpenAI account, I am on usage tier 1. Once I spend at least $50, I will be upgraded to tier 2, which means even more limits. So technically right now, I can only send 2 requests per minute. Lastly, head over to API keys and click on create new secret key. Then just give your API key a name, and for the project, you can either select default, or if you have a particular project, you can select that and then simply click on create secret key. That is going to give you an API key which you should store somewhere securely. It's like a password to basically access your OpenAI account, or you can say basically, use the money out of your credit balance. We will need this while we will be creating the automation, because when we make the API calls, we need to specify the API key or the password there. Alright, now that the OpenAI setup has been done, we can go ahead and start creating our automation. Now, the platform that I'm going to use to create this automation is going to be N8N. It's a no-code automation platform which allows you to create these automations simply by dragging and dropping different nodes. You will find the link to the platform in the description below. Go ahead and create an account. If you do so with my link, then you will get a 14 days free trial. Then simply sign in. If you already have an account, then simply log in. Once you do, you will land on their dashboard, and after that, simply click on Create Workflow to create this amazing automation. Alright, so just a quick recap. All we're going to do is we're going to fill out a form like this with our product image and maybe a few notes. And after that, we would want Sora 2 to generate the entire video with the audio and then upload it to our Google Drive. And the good thing is that we can create this form simply inside N8N. So I want you to go back to your canvas, simply click on this plus-like icon and then select on Form Submission. Now let's give our form a title, so you can say UGC ad generator or whatever you feel like. After that, a quick description. So let's say generates high quality UGC ads in minutes. I mean, I had to put something, so this is fine. Generates high quality UGC ads in minutes. After that, let's add the questions. So I'm going to click on add form element. The first one is going to be upload the product image. Or if you want to be a little more kind, let's say please upload the product image. Alright. Now the element type here is going to be file because they will be dragging and dropping a file. Turn on this toggle button so that it is a required field, because obviously without the product image, what sort of an ad would someone create? For the accepted file types, let's do JPG, .jpeg, .png, and if you have any other, you can add it here. Then click on add form element again. And here, let's give them an option to maybe write some notes if they want to. It's not going to be a required field. I mean, if they have something in mind regarding the ad, they can put it in here. If they have no ideas, they can leave it blank. And that's it. Our form is ready. Let's click on execute step. And as you can see, this is the short form that we have created. If you already have a product image, just drag and drop it. If you don't have one, then maybe you can just, take one from the internet for the sake of creating the automation. Now, this is the product image that I have uploaded. Now, you will have to keep one thing in mind. So, let's say you're generating these videos for the purpose of your social media. So, you want the ratio to be 9:16, which TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of these support. In that case, even your image will have to be in that particular ratio, which is 9:16. Or let's say you're creating a landscape video or a portrait video. Again, in that case, you will have to resize your image in that particular dimension before uploading it to the automation. Now, it's just a restriction coming from OpenAI, which we have to follow. But when I was doing the same automation for Google's Veo 3, I didn't face any such restriction. I could upload any product image in whichever dimension and would still create the video. Though the videos were not as good, but it still worked. But anyway, since we want the videos, we will follow the rules. So just use Canva or something like that to resize your images. Lastly, we have to add some notes. Again, completely optional, but I'll just say an influencer promoting the product. Alright, let's click on submit. Alright, so problem submitting response, and my instinct says that it is because of the file formats that we've added. I think .jpeg should be removed from here, and after that it should work. So let's do it one last time. Execute step. Here's the product image, then the notes, and let's try submitting it. Alright, form submitted. Yeah, so the issue was with the file type, so just limit it to JPG and PNG if you don't want to get a lot of errors. Alright, so as you can see in the outputs pane, we have received the image and we have also received the notes. Let's come out of this and let's save the automation. Let's also quickly rename it, so let me call it UGC ad generator and let's call it Sora 2 API. Now, after the form has been generated, I would want an AI agent to separately generate a prompt for the video. So the prompt is going to be a detailed one with details regarding the background, the audio, the lighting, etc. because you and I are just too lazy to sit down and write prompts for video generation. So let me click on the plus icon and let me go to AI and then AI agent. For the source for prompt, just select define below. And this is the place where we add the user message. And if you click on add option, it will also give you an option to add the system message. In the user message, we will pass the variable information, for example, the notes. So just type in notes and from the schema, just drag and drop the notes. So as you can see, notes, influencer promoting the product. This particular part will always be replaced with whatever you fill out in the form. Then in the main system message, we are actually going to tell it who it is, what it is supposed to do, what are the steps it needs to take. So let me go to expression and let me open it up so that you can see it clearly. Now to save your time as well as mine, I have already written the prompt. Here's the prompt. You will find it for free in the resources linked in the description below. Basically, just head over to the description of this video and there you will find the link to the resources. So here I'm telling it that you are a creative UGC ad prompt generator. Your task is to generate a single 12-second influencer-style UGC ad scene for a product based on its image description and notes. So we are telling it that you will receive the image description and the notes, and based on that, you have to write a prompt for the video that Sora 2 is going to generate. Then we are giving it some guidelines like focus on one clear, engaging scene only, so that it does not write like 10 scenes and it becomes a movie. Then we are telling it to make it feel natural, unscripted, and casual, like something that a real influencer would post on their stories or reels. Then some more details about the vibe. So it should be confident, not salesy. It should be an effortless recommendation, not commercial. The influencer must visibly hold, touch, or interact with the product at some point in the scene. So let's say it is my serum, then I would really want the influencer to, use it or maybe hold it or show it in the video. Then we're telling it about the settings. For example, if it's for skincare, then the setting is going to be bathroom. If it's for fashion try-ons, then it's bedroom. If it's food related, it's kitchen. If it's lifestyle related, then it is living room. The influencer should be dressed in stylish, on-trend clothing that fits the niche. For example, if it is skincare, the influencer might be in, normal nightwear. If it's for fashion, they might be in some trendy, casual clothes. If it's lifestyle, it might be well-styled outfits, so on and so forth. Then regarding the hair, then some more details about the shot, about the audio. So we're giving it options that maybe you can have like a voiceover on the background from the influencer, or you can have some trendy music, some ambient music, again depends. And then we're telling it to only return the prompt for the final video generation. Now, here's what I would say. Grab the prompt from the resources, but again, please make changes to it based on the types of videos you want, the type of products, images you're going to upload. So use it as like a starting point and then improve on it. After that, just come out of the AI agent and now we have to add a chat model. Now again, you have a lot of options for the models, but since we're already using OpenAI, we're just going to go with OpenAI chat model. Then it's going to ask you to connect your OpenAI account. So click on create new credential and then simply paste the API key we had created previously in the video. There's no need to change anything else. Once you have pasted the API key, simply click on save. And that should integrate your OpenAI account with Anyten. After that, let's select the model. I would say that go with something like GPT-4o or GPT-4o mini to generate these prompts. Let's save the automation, and now memory is not needed and no tool is needed here. Now, if you had paid attention to the prompt I had added, I had said that based on its image description and notes. I had told it that I will give you the image description and the notes. But if you have a look at the user message, we have just, given it the notes. What about the image? How will it know what is the product? How does it look? What is the look and the feel of the product basically? So for that, we will actually take the image that the user has uploaded, which is this in this case. And then we will ask another OpenAI model to analyze what is there in the image and give a text description of the image basically. And we're doing all of that because this particular AI agent does not have eyes and it cannot directly look into the image. So let's click on plus in between the two and let's search for OpenAI here and then simply select Analyze Image. You have already connected your OpenAI account, so you can leave it to that and then select the model. For this one, let's go with GPT-4o. And for the text input, which is the question, I'm just going to say, describe the product in the image. Now we have to pass the image. So for the input type, just select binary files and then copy this particular name and paste it here. What this is going to do is it's going to take this binary file from n8n and it's going to send it to OpenAI. Let's click on execute step. And we've got the response. So it says the product in the image is a skincare serum called Lumicera Hydra Serum. It is described as offering pure hydration perfected, which is like the, the line on the product. And the bottle is white with a sleek metallic cap, giving it a clean and elegant appearance. That's all we wanted. Now we're going to go to the main AI agent, and here we're going to add the product image description like this, and let me drag and drop the description here. All right. Now, since the notes turned red, we will have to map them again. So let's open this up and let's drag and drop the notes right here. Now, if you check the result, here we have the image description and then we have the notes. Let's quickly save the automation and then test the AI agent to see the type of prompt it gives us. So let me click on execute step here. And here is the output. So since it's being cut off, let me go to table. If you want, you can pause the video and see. It has given clear details about, the background and the clothes and what it's going to say, etc. And that is exactly what we want. And even the length of the prompt is perfect. So let's come out of this. And the next step of this automation is going to be sending this prompt and this image to Sora itself, Sora 2, for the video generation. So let's click on the plus icon and let's search for HTTP request. Now I know you can easily use the OpenAI node, which is readily available inside n8n to generate these videos. But the thing is, you won't be able to pass the product image if you do that, because that only allows you to give text inputs and not text and image inputs. Now for the method, just select post because we're going to send something. Even if you don't know the fundamentals of API, that's fine. Just simply, follow what I'm showing on the screen. For the URL, just simply paste this URL. You will find it in the resources. Then for the authentication, it is going to be predefined, and then just search for OpenAI here and select OpenAI. And then simply select the account which you had already connected. So after this, we will have to send the body of the request. So just turn on send body here. And for the body content type, simply select form data. Now, one by one, we will specify the different things we want to tell it. For example, the duration of the video, the size of the video, which is the ratio, the prompt, the image, etc. So firstly, let's tell it the model. So simply type model here and then add the name of the model, which is Sora 2. If you want to go with Pro, then just add Pro here. If not, you can just go with Sora 2. Then click on add parameter. Now let's pass the prompt, which is going to be the one generated by the AI agent. After that, let's specify the duration of the video. So just add seconds here. And here add the value for the duration. It can be 4, 8 or 12. So let's go with 12, which means 12 seconds. Again, let's add another one. This one is going to be size, which is the ratio of your video. Now for the vertical videos, which are the short form videos on YouTube Shorts, on TikTok, on Reels, all of these are of 9:16 ratio, which is going to be 720 into 1280. Again, you can change it if you want portrait, if you want landscape, if you want any other ratio, you can easily change it. Then let's click on add parameter. And lastly, we have to send the image, which is going to be the input reference. And for the image, instead of form data, just select n8n binary file because it is a file. And for the input data field name, just put image for the time being. After that, come out of this. Now here we will have to add a small code node, which is going to, bring the image from this one so that we can send it to OpenAI. So search for code and then code in JavaScript. Now don't worry, you don't have to code or anything. Just grab it from the resources and paste it here. But yes, you will have to make one change to it. So instead of upload file, we will have to change it with this particular name, which we are getting from the first node. So just put it here. Make sure it is between the quotation marks and then click on execute, which gets the image back, which we are specifying in our HTTP request. So what happens is that if you're getting an image here, you will only be able to use it up until this node. After this node, you will not be able to use the image anymore. But with this code block, we will still be able to get the image here, and then we can use the image again in our HTTP request. If you don't understand it, there's no problem, just follow along. Now that this is done, we can finally click on execute step, which is going to send the request to OpenAI to generate our video. So let's click on execute. And as you can see, it has started generating the video, and this is the ID associated with the video. Now, obviously, it can take some time for the video to be generated. So we will add a wait node here. So just search for wait, and then let's go with 5 minutes. Just click on execute. It's going to actually make you wait for 5 minutes. So in the meantime, let's, build the rest of the automation. So after the 5 minutes are over, we're actually going to check the status of this video, if it's generated, if it's still ongoing, if it's queued or whatever. So let's click on plus. Let's search for HTTP request. This time the method is going to be get. And for the URL, just paste this. You are going to get it from the resources again. Authentication is again going to be predefined, and the credential type is OpenAI. Now we still can't execute this because our wait node is still running. So that's fine. Let's build the rest of the automation. Let's also give these some names. So the first one is generate video, and the second one is get video. Alright, so after we have got the status of this video, we're going to have an if-else condition sort of a thing. So if the video is completed, go to the first path, which is going to upload it to Google Drive. And if the video is not completed, wait for 5 more minutes. So let's put if here. We'll have to wait for the previous nodes to be executed before we can define the condition. But yes, we can still define this one, that if it is false, it will go back to the wait time, which means if it's not completed, it will wait again. But if it is completed, we will get the final video. So just duplicate this particular node. So right click and duplicate. We just connect it here, and you can rename it get final video. Or you know what? This one should have been get status of the video. So let's say get videos status. Alright, and this is get the final video. The only change is that in the URL, you're going to put a slash and then content. That's it. Nothing else changes. And after that, we're just going to upload it to Google Drive. So search for Google Drive here, and then search for upload file, which is this one. Then connect your Google Drive account. For the file name, we will just map it in a moment once this is done. And for the parent folder, I would highly suggest that you create a folder inside your Google Drive where you're going to upload all of these videos. Here's my Google Drive. I've called it AI Gens, which is short for AI generated videos or images. And let me just select it here so that all the videos land in that folder itself. Alright, I think the wait one is done. 5 minutes are over. Let me now go to the next one and run this to get the video status. For the first time, we'll have to run it manually, but then later on, it will be done on its own. And yes, the status is completed. Let's go to the if one and define the condition. So the condition is that status is equal to completed. Alright, so if status is equal to completed, it goes to the true branch, which is this one. If it's not completed, it goes to the false branch, which again makes it wait for the next 5 minutes. Then let's go to the final video one and let's click on execute. And this one actually gets us the final video. We're going to see it in a moment. After that, go to the last one. Here you can either drag and drop your file name so that you know that, okay, this video is for the Lumicera product. Or, just match it with your product image. But just to keep things simple, I'm just going to call it AI generated. And then when I actually, manually go inside my Google Drive, at that point, I can rename it to whatever I want. For example, product launch campaign video or whatever I feel like, right? So for this one, let's not complicate it, and later on, we can easily change it. So let's call it AI generated video. And again, inside your Google Drive itself, you can have a look at those videos. You can delete if you don't like it, or, do whatever you feel like. And also download the video, which is the whole point of this automation. Alright, just go to binary. Make sure this is data here, which is the same as this one. If it is, just click on execute step. And if you come back to your Google Drive, you refresh it, you will find your video uploaded right here. Now, if you click on it, it's going to say that this video is being processed. Please wait for some time. So let's go inside Any10. And firstly, let's save the automation. Then let's go to this one to actually view the video. Now, obviously, when you use this automation, you're always going to, look into the Google Drive. But for now, we don't have any patience and we just want to see the video it has generated. So we're going to look for it inside Any10. So let me click on view here. Are you ready? All right, let's see.
Guys, this serum is my go-to for that instant glow. I just take a drop, warm it up, and press it in. It's seriously like a drink of water for my skin. Look at that glow.
God, that was nice. One more time, please.
Guys, this serum
Again, looks very similar to our product.
is my go-to for that.
Have a look at her hands. Have a look at her perfect hair. That influencer vibe. Just have a look at the background, the mirror, etc.
Instant glow. I just take a
Hear the voice. Again, very realistic.
drop, warm it up.
Just have a look at her nails. It has French manicure. And we have the rings. We have the jewelry. Just have a look at the shirt and, just have a look at everything.
And press it in. It's seriously like a drink of water.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, to finalize this automation, all you have to do is turn on the automation. So just make it active. Then head over to the form, head over to the production URL. And now this is the URL for your form. You can share it with your team members, your friends, etc. Anyone can literally go in, put the product image, put the notes, click on submit, forget it for some time, maybe scroll through some reels in the meantime or do some other work. And then after some time, just head over to that particular folder and you will see the finally generated video. Again, one last reminder, just make sure that your product image is in the dimension or the size which we are specifying inside the HTTP request. Like in this case, it was 720 into 1280 and this is the same size. I did it on Canva, that's why it's a little not centered. So there's no need to come inside Any10 each time. Just, bookmark your form link and fill it out and just, also bookmark your Google Drive folders link and then check the outputs there. Alright, so Google Drive has finally uploaded it. Let's also see it one more time inside Google Drive because I think the bottom part was cut off when we were seeing it inside Any10. So
Guys, this serum is my go-to for that instant glow. I just take a drop, warm it up, and press it in. It's seriously like a drink of water for my skin. Look at that glow.
yeah, I can see the glow. So that's it for the video and I really hope you have enjoyed throughout the process and you even got to learn something new. If that is the case, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so that the other viewers also know that, okay, this video is actually valuable. So if you're looking for AI systems for your business, then you will find the link to our website in the description below. We help businesses set up AI agents, AI voice agents, AI workflows, which help them save a ton of time. If you're looking for a one-on-one call with me, maybe for some technical help or advice, then the link to my consultation calendar is in the description. Don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn as well as X for some exclusive content and even connecting with me personally. Alright, so that's it for this video. I will meet you in the next one. Till then, bye!